Now let's talk about part 2, which is comparatives and superlatives using adverbs. So the first question that I have for you is, what are adverbs? At this level, you should know that adverbs are words that modify verbs, or describe verbs, or define verbs. Well, how do we make an adverb? In French, you make an adverb by choosing an adjective and adding an ending of ment. Well, you should know that in English, we begin by choosing an adjective and generally adding the ending ly to the word. So let's take a look. We have some adverbs that we've seen before, words like beautiful and smart. And if we want to change these into adverbs, we would finish with the word beautifully and smartly. Please note that there are two exceptions to this. We have the word fast and hard, where we do not add the ly. But generally, most other adverbs are formed by adding ly to the adjective. So let's take a look at adverbs. We begin by saying that adverbs follow a verb, whereas adjectives tend to precede or come in front of the noun. Here is the positive form, the plus form, and please note that instead of is, am, is, are, was, were, we're now using verbs like drive, eat, sit, and so on. Bill drives more intelligently than Bob. Plus que. Same as before, but now we've added ly. In the negative form, in the positive form, we can also say Bill drives more crazily than Bob. Okay, please note that here, even though I have a two-syllable word that finishes in y, I do not use the shortcut. Okay. In fact, crazily here is 3 syllables. But even if I had a two-syllable word that finished in y, I wouldn't use it. The only ones that use the shortcut are the two words that we saw before, fast and hard. In the negative form, Bill drives less intelligently than Bob. Okay, so we're going to still make sure that we say intelligently and not intelligent. And of course we can have equality here. Bill drives as intelligently as Bob. Please note that we're putting an S on drives because the subject is Bill, he. For the shortcut with one-syllable words, we replace the word more for the er than. So Bill drives faster than Bob. Bill drives harder than Bob. For the superlative forms, we do the same thing as before. We add the ending est, the fastest, for the shortcut. The most intelligently, don't forget the ly. Bill drives the least intelligently of all. And please note that there is no equal form with the superlative. Naturally, every time we do this, we end up with some irregular forms. And what we have here is the form good, which becomes better than in comparative, and the best superlative. The word bad becomes worse than and the worst. The forms for much and many, more than, the most. The forms for less and few, less than, the least, fewer than, the fewest. And the word far, which is a victim of our not being able to pronounce the regular form, becomes farther than, and the farthest, and further than, the furthest, for something that is not measured, that is not distance. So farther for distance,